boom, boom, boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. How, 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 how. Hey, hey. You gotta come on.
Good morning, YouTubers. It's another early morning. We're actually here before 5 o'clock in the morning. We're supposed to get in at 6. This is a brand new location for the NMRA event. And we're at the VFW in Collinsville, Illinois. Another well-lit facility. We're going to swing around and show you that in just a minute, but we've got a great show I think is going to happen today, and we will just see. It's pretty nippy out here. My truck is reading 40, but it feels like 30 something out here. At least there's no wind to speak of. So here's the facility. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's probably the door we're going to go in, is right there. And here's the rest of the facility. There's where the customers will go in at. Let's zoom into that and see that. That's probably where they're going to go in at. I don't think this is an entrance. I think this is just an idea of like where to come out and reminisce and whatever. But I think that probably will be the entrance right there. Picnic area over here. So that's not bad either. And look at the parking. Look at that. They've even got a back parking lot too. But look at the parking lot here. Oh yeah, there's Dirk's Trains. Dirk's Trains is all loaded up with the trains you can come by today. And yep, that's gonna be it. So we are looking for a very good show today, and I'm by myself again today. I'm supposed to have help coming at around 6 o'clock, but we don't know if that's going to happen or not. I did have somebody that was going to come with me this morning, and I'm not going to name any names, but he likes to eat at Subway, and so he got teriyaki chicken and he got food poisoning. So he threw up at 10 o'clock and he's got the shits today. So you don't eat at Subway. You don't eat there, okay? That place will kill you. No! Don't do that. Okay, so, well, let's just see what happens when everything gets started. This guy. We see this guy everywhere, don't we? This is our podcast. It's a video podcast called Let's Learn Things. off the NMRA show in Collinsville. This is the flyer table. Well, this has turned out differently. Wow. From 9 o'clock until about 10:30, 11 o'clock, it got to the point where you couldn't move in here. I have done extremely well on sales, and everyone else has also. So, I mean, it's looking really, really good. We're going to take a quick tour of the show because I'm by myself. All right, so for this segment of Let's Learn Things, we are at the NMRA show in Collinsville, and we are at the VFW Post 5691, which is located at 1234 Vandalia Street in Collinsville. And today is November 11th, and we went from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So what I have next, or who I have next to me is Walter Beckman, who got the pleasure of calling all of us Friday, about 10 minutes after he got a phone call that we can't set up Friday, we have to do it Saturday. Well, it wasn't a big deal because we're all used to that, and we all got in, and everything was fine. Now, you have explained to me that we have a lot of people here who run this show, okay? This is the one that was over at Chesterfield in that little school, okay? Now, the last time you had a show was?
2019.
Okay, so we all remember that, and then what happened after that. And so it's really been, because we didn't have a show in 2020.
That's correct.
What, and 21?
No.
So 22 we didn't.
No.
So we've been, because of the scare and because of the other items going on, and I know that this particular chapter has lost a lot of guys.
Yeah, old man time takes its toll, and COVID did its thing, and people may not have been as excited about coming back as they were. But,
And we understand all that also. So we were thrilled this year to get an announcement that we're having the NMRA meet, this fall meet, at this location. And this location is really nice. It's nice and big. Not as many vendors, but now that everybody knows that we're back,
hopefully we'll be
hopefully
picking it up. Yes, we're hoping next year we be a little bigger and a little better.
Yeah. So we want to specifically talk Dale DeWitt, who organized volunteers and the raffle. Bill Levin, the financial and door prize area. We had clinics. How many clinics?
We had 2 clinics. Not a whole lot of time, so we had to squeeze 2 clinics in.
Okay, and one was Greg Gramlich, and the other Dave Lowell. What did Greg do?
Greg talked about weathering buildings. That was a nice hands-on experience. He had everybody kind of cluster around his table and was handing stuff out.
And Dave?
Dave talked about scratch building a control tower, an actual, a historical one, had pictures and stuff, and kind of walk through that process about how do you do that? How do you go from a photo to a scale model?
Okay. Now, Dave Rader was in there, and Jim Abels was in there. Dave Ackman was in there. We also know that Dave Ackman and Chris ran the contest room. How did that go?
They're still judging, so I'll find out here in a little bit.
I did. I'll run it. I'm running some little B-roll here of what was in there. And there were some empty spaces, but like I said, we've been out for 3 years. So, but the models that did come in, of course, this is RPM stuff that comes in. It looks great. And I'm just thrilled to be here, folks. I did really well. I'm going to be truthful with you. When I came in here this morning and I saw the size of this, I was scared. Okay, from 9 o'clock until 10:30, almost 11 o'clock, you couldn't move in here. How many do you think went through the door?
Oh, over 200. Not counting the children under 12 are free, so we had well over 200 paid customers.
Okay, so, it was bazonkers in here. I did very well. I know other vendors in here I was watching, they did very well also. So we are really looking forward to next year. Do we have a date yet?
Probably the first weekend, like a week before this one, next year. Hopefully in the same spot. We're talking to the VFW. I think everybody wanted to kind of see how this went.
Right.
But so far it seems very positive. A few hiccups that we got to work through, but that's to be expected.
Right. You go to a new facility, you got to work through, a lot of things. I know
he was panicking when he called me. We can't set up. And, well, okay, we're used to that. Okay, so there's no problem moving in the morning. Although Friday nights are nice, But this is a VFW. I know at our American Legion in Dupo, we also have a situation, and that is, we can set up on a Friday night, but if you get something scheduled, well, you're not going to be able to do that. But hopefully the guy who's scheduling will know that before he hands you a contract and you print on there, we're setting up, and all of a sudden we're not. So first weekend of November next year, keep an eye out for the flyers. I know I've been running flyers and going. I also, we on the internet, we're on Facebook. Bob Floor and I just flood Facebook with the advertisements. And I take, he and I both take flyers to shows and try to get as many as we can here. So, at 200, I think maybe we did a good job. So I want to thank you very much for having this show again. And like I said, next year, first week in November, come see this guy and bring your stuff and set up and sell, and we're ready to go. So that's going to do it for this segment of Let's Learn Things.